Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we are going to look into another stock market video. In this video, we'll be doing the research before buying shares from the stock market. Today we are going to look into a company and how the company performs in the papers. Let's get started. So you can choose any browser of your choice. You can go to any browser and you can choose, in my case, it's Safari. And in the search bar, write moneycontrol.com. That's where you get it. Money Control is a place where you can literally get all the information about your stocks. So when I say stocks, this is really specific to the National Stock Exchange of India and the Bombay Stock Exchange. So people from outside, I'll do another video for that. So let's get started. So this place, you literally get all the newses which you see here on the screen, and I would suggest you to first open up an account with them because they're really good. I'm not being paid by them, but they're really good. So I would suggest you to open up an account there and start straight away. It's straightforward. Straight away start searching the company you want. So in my case, I'm looking for Shanti Gears. So I don't know how many of you know this company. This is a small automobile spare parts manufacturer. They're doing really good. They're based out of a small city called Coimbatore in Tamil Nadu. So let's get go. So this is how the page looks, Shanti Gears. And so we have landed at the Shanti Gears page. So on your right, you see the National Stock Exchange price and their details. In the left, you see Bombay Stock Exchange and their details. So Shanti Gears, as per 24th April 2020, their price in National Stock Exchange was 88 rupees 0.15, and in the Bombay it was 89 rupees, and they had a little bit of bad day, I guess, where they have 5.27% fall in the National Stock Exchange and 3.68% fall in the Bombay Stock Exchange. So that shouldn't be a problem. So we'll get through it. We'll see whether it's a company good or not. We'll evaluate it. So on the right, you have the today's LH, which is the today's lowest and highest, and this is the lowest and highest of today. And same way in the Bombay Stock Exchange, you have the same thing, and also in the 52-week lowest and highest for the Bombay Stock Exchange and as well as the National Stock Exchange. This is pretty much useful for all the traders. Basically, there are a lot of people who trade, so they would be really need these informations. But if you are a blue chip stock dividend investor like me, this shouldn't matter to you. But still, you can look into it. So I would first see the SWOT analysis. So you have the SWOT analysis of the company. So basically they have 7 strengths, 10 weaknesses, and 3 opportunities and 1 weaknesses. I would really recommend you to go through it each and everything bit by bit, because it seems like they have 1 threat and 3 opportunities doesn't mean that they are a really good company. So I would suggest you to go through it, read it through, and know what does it says. That is the best advice I could say. Then you get the charts. Basically you get the basic chart. The basic chart is nothing but the price drop, increase, everything you can see. So in the past 1 year, this is the graph. The past 6 months, this is how the graph looks, and you can literally navigate around like the all 5 years, 2 years, 3 years, literally anything. So this is where you see whether the company is doing good, is the company having a free fall, or is the company skyrocketing. You can literally see it here by the charts, because the numbers are really challenging. To humanize, charts are really good. So I would suggest you charts to be a picture reference of it. Next stop, we stop at the evaluations. Basically, evaluations is nothing but about the company evaluations. So I'm a blue chip stock dividend investor, so I would definitely want the dividend, the most important. My eyes first goes to the dividend yield, which is 6.74, which is really good. So which is literally more than 4% is really good actually when it comes to dividend yield. And the dividend percentage is 600. We'll come back to it later, but it's a pretty good number. Next up, we see what is the earnings per share, which is 22.6, which is good. When I say earnings per share, how much you get per a share is what does it mean. When I say 22.6, it should be below 30. I wouldn't say you shouldn't buy the thing which is above 30, but it is a higher risk. I would always keep myself below 30 so that I get my dividend paid and the company is good. That is how it works. And on the other side, you also see the industry PE, which is literally the industry PE. So in the industry, in their particular industry, which is the automobile spare part manufacturer, so that's their PE, earnings per share. That's it, and that's their market cap. They have 682 crores at the moment. And this is a forum where people discuss about the stock. Basically, you can read their suggestions, what they say and what the company says. That's it for that. And coming down, you have the news and the videos. You get all their news videos related just for the Shanti case, which is really handy because you can't go across all internet to search for the companies and things. But this is very handy to read all the news, whether the company is doing good, is the company is having any debt or something comes up on the news, you can be on top of it. And the next stop is videos. You can see videos on how things are happening around. So it is more like generalized thing. I would suggest you to see if you want, but I personally don't see it because it's a waste of time, because it talks very generic and I don't want it to be generic. I want to be very specific. Next up is announcements, the biggest place where you need to have your whole concentration on. So when I say announcements, this is where you get all their companies minutes of meeting and other stuffs. When I say minutes of meeting, the company meets almost of the times and they take up decisions. As a blue chip stock dividend investor, I've been that blue chip stock dividend investor, perfect. Yeah. Okay, these are the things where you get most of the details, like if they have discussed about their dividends or something, it pops up. If they have talked about any of the, let's say, the quarterly rates, how are they going to go up or and if they are planning for any other future plans, this is a place they would have the minutes of meeting. I'm a blue chip stock dividend investor, as I said earlier, so I could see nothing, but I will go down a bit, down, and I go to the corporate actions. Corporate actions is a place where you get all the details. And if you could see on February 20th of 2020, they have discussed about the interim dividend, which is really my part. Yeah. So I go back to the announcements and I see this is just 23rd March 2020, which is February 28th, is a lot back. So I go view more. Here we are. So it shows all categories and I navigate to 2020, and I could see this is where they have talked about the dividend investment. I go through it, read it, all the information is what they have done, and this is the approved what they have approved and how much they have approved. This wordings gives you a short brief. It says like they are going to give you 2 rupees per share as a dividend by end of 31st of March 2020. It's a good thing. 2 rupees isn't bad. So this is a place where you get all those minutes of meeting, the decisions, whatever the companies has taken. And coming down, the financials. This is really a most biggest thing which you need to concentrate on. First up is balance sheet. I would first focus on balance sheet. So the balance sheet of March 2018, balance sheet of 2019, there are only key things there. There are a lot of things in the balance sheet, but these are the key things as an investor you need to know. First thing, net worth. They are worth of 302 crores, and the previous year they were 317. They have been down now, but it's no wrong, but it's fine. And they have zero debts, which is a really good sign, because a lot of companies have debts, and those companies have 50-50 chance they could be the best company or they couldn't be the best company. We have tons of examples for that. I don't want to remind all those things again. I guess you guys know that. And investments, if you could look into the investments, in the March 2018 they have invested 113 crores, and in March 2019 they have invested 123 crores. It's a good sign. Obviously it's a good sign, because the company is ready to grow even more. And if you could see the total asset, as the net worth says, it's the same thing, but the investment is what we want, because if the company is ready to expand, obviously they are going to expand, and which as an investor, it's a good sign for us. Yeah, they make their business better, better for us. Yeah, we don't want to leave it. And on the left, you see the net sales, what they have done in the each quarters, September 2019, December 2019, and June. So if you could see, they're really doing better. But if you could see in the past to the last 2 quarters, I mean, there has been a drop. If you could think about, let's say, if you are on top of news, if you could see, the BS6 rule was actually implemented by the government during this pandemic period. So there might be a drop because of that, but we are still not unsure. Let's dive deep into it. So, corporate actions, and when I say corporate actions, this comes the most awaiting thing which I want to look into it. The evidence. Dividends. Yes, this is it. This looks a little vague, but let's dive deep into it by clicking it on view mode. And if you could see, these are the things which they have discussed. As I said, on 28th of February, they have sat down for a discussion, and on 11th of March, they have rolled out the dividend rupees for their investors, which was 2 rupees, as mentioned in the paper. 7 years, they have been consistent in giving the dividends. And there's a higher chance that they're going to be consistent again. So and if you could see, they have been consistently giving roughly around 1 rupee to 1.5 rupees, I would say. I mean, this small summary gives you what the company is basically about. And the company has a good dividend track record and has been consistently declaring their dividends for the past 5 years. Very big thing, especially in Indian market. It's a big thing. So I would suggest, at least if they have a 5-year track record, you can trust them. Moving forward, you get the dividend summary here too, so you can get it either way. And I would go into the peer comparison. This is where you need to be really so cautious. You can't just trust the company just by looking into their books, because every company wants to look good. And if you could see, Shanti Gear's last price was 18, that is today's price. Let's forget that. So these are the basic things which you need, but I am more focused on these last two segments. I mean, these two columns, I would say. Yeah, they're called columns, right? Yeah, columns. Yeah, columns. Shanti Gears has done a sales of 242 crores, and they have taken up a profit of 33 crores. On the other hand, JKETK India has literally they have just 6% higher than them, but they've got just 2% higher than Shanti Gears. This makes it suspicious, right? They have done on sales 6 times higher, but on the profit side they have just done 2. Does it make sense? Yeah. Let's get into the other one, LG Balakrishnan. Yeah, they have also close to 5 times, but still they have just got 3 times higher than the profit of Shanti Gears. Rane Madras, again 4 times higher than that, but still 0.5% extra than me. That's not gonna make any sense. So by looking into their performance, it looks like Shanti Gears is being at the top of everybody. So the company is good on papers, good with the competitors, and we get all the information about what they do in this page. The company information, small brief about what they do. Now that you've got all information, now it's time to start. And thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, give us a like, share, and comment, and subscribe to us.